Hello everyone. This is going to be my first video on this channel. Actual video, not just a little short. Might be my last, might do more. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. It's kind of weird talking to a phone with nobody listening or responding. But I'd like to do more. Depends on how I feel. But today is going to be a video on a knife called the JFB001 by HJF Knife Works. To clarify, I did not buy this. This was not sent to me for free. This is a pass around. I've had it for about 4 days now, so this is not a first impression. I wanted to get used to the knife, flip it a little bit, and kind of have an actual opinion on it. Since I only get it for about 5 days, I think. So I think today's my last day, or tomorrow's my last day to have it. But yeah, I would like to make a video because I think it is a super cool knife for the price. And I personally like it than a lot of other knives in the same price range made out of the same material. So I think it'd be, pretty cool for some people to try out. So in the box comes with, you get a card. See JFB001, tells you blade material, handle material, and I don't know the weight of this knife. I can't find anything online that says the weight of it, or maybe I just didn't look hard enough. But it also comes with a patch, which is super cool to me. Kind of reminds me of how JK sends the little little bomb patches, which is pretty cool. I really like this patch a lot. And it also comes with spare hardware, which I know some people don't send spare hardware with their knives, which is frustrating. At least I've dealt with it a couple of times. I feel like most companies are pretty good at doing that now, even some small makers. It's always nice. Bite handle indicator is also nice if you put that on your knife. I don't know why you would. I don't. And then the knife itself. Now, it does come in a couple different colors, one of them being like a pinkish color, I want to say. I don't really know the actual color name to it. I didn't really look too hard for if it had a name. And then like your regular raw look to it, and then this red, which I'm kind of torn in between the pink color and the red color, because the red is really nice to me. Doesn't look as nice over video as it does I guess in person, so it doesn't really do it justice. But I personally think that this is a great color combo, especially the red and the blackened blade, which is super cool. It has this I think you call it, I'm not super good with blade names, but I guess like a harpoon style blade, which is super sick in my opinion. This is a false edge, by the way, so it is not sharp. I'm assuming their knives come all false edge. I'm not entirely sure, but that tip, it does bite. That hurts. I have been stabbed and poked multiple times by it, and it does not feel good at all. But yeah, I'll do some sound. This thing does sound insane. It has a very like ringy / glassy sound to it. Kind of reminds me of like a Kraken, but more glassy, kind of like a speed channel Kraken. Has that like little ring to it. Sounds really good in my opinion. So yeah, this, I want to say, is pretty neutral. I would say it probably has a little more tip weight than handle weight, but I personally like a little bit more tip weight than handle. But second, the blade starts getting a little too heavy, and I guess the knife doesn't really roll and carry momentum the way you'd want it to. But this one does pretty good. I didn't like it at first, to be honest. I really didn't. I actually kind of hated it, but kind of spent some more time with it, and so I kind of wanted to wait to make this. Just because I didn't want to be too harsh after the first day, so I gave it some time and honestly really impressed with how good this thing flips and feels. Sorry, I haven't flipped all day. I just got home, and I mean, kind of went straight to this so I can get it over with, since I want to ship it back out to the next person today. Move this. But now this, it flips pretty good, in my opinion. Kind of does everything you want it to do. Everything, fans good, carries momentum pretty good. Can't really complain. Fuck, I suck right now. What is happening? I can't. My hands are fucking sweaty. It's hot. Now, I guess I'll do a size comparison. This, if anyone's ever flipped a Nami, or has seen a Nami, I guess it'd be a good size comparison. And then my titanium Kraken, maybe it's kind of, I didn't want to say it's roughly the same size as a Kraken, or not, yeah, a Kraken. I think the Thai Kraken and the aluminum are roughly around the same, but it is slightly bigger, as you can tell. That handle is definitely a little bit longer, and that blade is fucking ginormous. I mean, it's definitely on the longer side. Let's see, I don't know if anyone knows, like, the Xena, I think that's how you pronounce it. That one's pretty long. I think these are, like, roughly the same size, which are pretty fucking long, and I've heard, a lot of people say that it, I don't even know, I'm just ranting now, but, the Vega, let's see, yeah, if anyone's ever flipped an Opus, or knows how big an Opus is, they would know that the, Vega is very similar lengthwise to the Opus, and that is roughly the same size, almost. Yeah, it's just a little bit longer. Yeah, this thing's fucking huge, like, huge. I personally like, bigger and smaller nice. I don't really have too much of a preference, really. I like both. I like small, I like short. Doesn't really matter to me. But, yeah, this thing flips pretty good. It carries momentum just fine. I don't really feel it stalling anywhere or lagging or like it's missing anything. At first, I felt like it did not have enough handle weight whatsoever. It does have these speed channels, which is pretty cool. I like these. Probably what gives it that ring. I like why I said it's not like a speed channel Kraken. You have their logo on their blade right here. I don't see anything saying the number on it, on which one it is. I think it said it was like, what, 76? Yeah, I don't see anything that says the number. I might just be blind. But, yeah. I think right now on their website, they're going for about 140 something, 50 something. I don't remember. But it does say they're on sale and that their original price is like 2 something, I want to say. Which even then, right now, if they normally do sales, I don't know. They're fairly a new company, so I'm not quite sure if they often do. I literally can't flip right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if they often do sales, but I promise this thing is not beat. Yeah, I can't flip right now. I don't have very good grip with aluminum that much. It's where I live, it's very humid all the time, so aluminum does not feel great because it's always so damn slippery. Really can't get over that sound. It honestly sounds really good. Yeah, this thing sounds great. What else? But, yeah. I literally can't flip right now. Yeah, no. I literally cannot flip. One thing I will say is that, this knife did help me learn how to draft, which is kind of funny, kind of, at least. I'm still not the greatest at it, but I mean, I was not really able to do it before very well, that's for sure. And then I started kind of practicing on this since it is a false edge, and I kind of got it down for the most part. I don't know, this thing kind of just does what you want it to. Kind of reminds me of a Kraken, which, by the way, I do not like. I do not like Krakens, which is kind of a hot take. I know a lot of people like the Krakens. I personally don't. If I were to have any Kraken, it would be the Tonto. I don't like the way the Bowie feels, and I don't like the way the Weehawk feels, which is also what my Thai Kraken is a Weehawk. I only bought this one because it was a good deal. If any of you saw it on the market, probably. I hopped on this right away because, I mean, what was it? Like, I think it was like $280 or $270. I think it was actually like $250 or something. I don't know. But it was fairly cheap. And I can always just get a V3 blade. But, yeah. This video is not about a Kraken. This video is about the JFB001. Oh, that was my phone. Yeah, I'm trying to get a decent clip here. I don't know why I can't flip right now. It's also probably because I have like literally no grip. Yeah, I literally have no grip. It's fucking aluminum. It is good. One thing I would really love on this thing is some texturing, probably, because there's absolutely zero texture. It does have a lot of milling, which is nice. It's like, you know, the textile feedback, you know, feeling what you're doing, having a lot of grip. I mean, there's a lot of places to grip on this knife, but I personally like texture on my knives. Kind of, I think my favorite knife when it comes to texture is probably gonna be like my Nami. Namis have great texturing to them. You can see it if it focuses. Yeah, that's my favorite texturing on really any knife at all. Yeah, that's the one thing I think this thing could desperately use is some texturing. Yeah, I am by no means a good flipper at all. I stopped flipping for like 3 years or something like that. Sorry for being out of focus like every 5 seconds. Yeah, I am not a good flipper by any means, so my opinion might not really be as valid as some other people, but I mean, at least I can give some sort of feedback and kind of give people an idea of what this knife is like. Yeah, I'm really like, I want to say it's more blade bias. I'm not the greatest when it comes to I guess, knowing just like if a knife is more blade bias or handle bias, unless it's like really just prominent, I guess you would say. Like, let's see, I don't even know what I could have that I could kind of like give an example with. I would say like maybe like my Orca, probably. This to me is like super handle heavy. I think I'd like the speed channel better than the hold channel, because I'm not a big fan. Yeah, this thing to me has way too much handle weight. And if you want to buy this, let me know. I'll sell it for cheap. But yeah. But no, I want to say this thing is definitely more blade bias than it is handle bias, because it does fan really, really good, which I love my fans, even though I can only do like a couple, but I mean, that's besides the point. Let's see if I can do a giraffe. Oh no. Let's see. No, I can't. I suck. Oh, almost. But no, yeah, don't really know how long I plan on making this video. Right now we're at about 15 minutes. It's kind of just me ranting about almost nothing. I really don't know what else much to say besides, I mean, it's a good knife. I definitely think that it could use some texturing, considering the fact that it is a aluminum, and some people love aluminum, some people don't, some people hate it. I'm not a gripe when it comes to it. I personally like both. I like aluminum and titanium, but it has to be have to have either like a good finish or texturing to it, which this one is a bit slippery until you kind of start like messing with it a little bit. Your hands start kind of sticking to it. But I mean, like off the get, I mean, this thing just flies out of my hand because it virtually has like no grip, like whatsoever. But for the price, I mean, do I recommend it? Yes, I would say. It definitely reminds me more of a neutral Kraken, I would say. Or, I mean, yeah, I'd say like a neutral, like a more neutral Kraken. Because I want to say, at least for me, a Kraken feels a little handle bias depending on the blade that you have. Like my titanium Weehawk Kraken is a Weehawk, and I hate the Weehawk because I do not have enough tip weight to do what I want to do. I don't know why I can't flip right now. Oh, it's terrible. But no, yeah. Probably gonna end the video. Again, don't really know what else more to say, other than, I mean, it is a good knife. They are a relatively new creator, which is super dope, because I'm excited to see what else they have in plan. The blade design is super cool in my opinion, so to see them come up with something more, just something unique, I guess, would be super sick. Also, another thing, these handles are fucking thick, super thick. Oh yeah, and here's tolerances, I guess. It is, so don't judge, I guess. I've been flipping this, so it's been hitting, I mean, it hits my carpet. I haven't touched concrete, but just carpet, my bed. Virtually barely any play. No tap. Then I am the second person in this pass around, so tolerances could have been a lot tighter when I first got them. I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah. Don't know if I'm really gonna make any more videos after this. It's kind of a weird thing to do, considering no one's listening and no one's responding. I don't know how you people do this. Talk on the phone like someone's listening and no one's there. It is not easy for me to do. But yeah, that is the JFB001. Sorry, I forgot the name. That is a very, very weird name. Yeah, if you liked the video, let me know. If you want to see more videos, or if even want me to talk about more knives that I have. I don't know. Some people might have reviewed or made videos on. I mean, I know there's a handful of here people made videos on, but I don't know, there might be a couple like this one. I don't think I've seen anyone talk about this, but yeah. Peace.